Hello viewers. Now today in this session we are going to learn about variables and data types in C++. I am Shuchita Muggil from Department of Information Technology, Kalaniketan Polytechnic College, Jabalpur. So as I said, we are going to learn about the variables and data types used in C++. The content what you are going to view in this video are variables and data types used in C++ and the keywords which are used in C++. After viewing and understanding the contents, you will be able to gain the knowledge of variables and data types used in C++ program. Coming to the introduction part. Now, what are variables? Variables are memory locations where data is stored. The value of variables can be changed during the program life cycle for program life cycle. Every variable has a location, type, value, scope, name and a memory location. Now, what are data types? Data types in C++ are used to specify the type of data stored by the variables. The data types in C++ are stored in memory, and you have different types of data types, various types of data types, which you are going to see in next slides. Conventions for naming variables in C++. Conventions are nothing but the rules which are applied for naming the variables in programming. The values assigned to the variables in C++ are placed in memory allocation table. Now the rules by which you are going to name the variables are: first of all, the very first rule you should apply that keywords of C++ cannot be declared as a variable. There are sets of keywords or predefined keywords which cannot be used as a naming variable or assigning a variable. The variable should not use the embedded spaces or symbols. For example, the symbols which are on the top keys of your keyboard, like question mark, @ hash, dollar symbol, percentage symbols, etc. That cannot be used as the variable names. If the variable name contains more than 2 or more words, join the word using the underscore. The variable should use the underscore symbol for joining the 2 or more words for valid variable names. Example is, if you have 2 words, student and roll number, and you want to make it as a variable, then you have to use the underscore and join the 2 words, then it is valid. Otherwise, the variable name will be invalid. The variable should always have a unique name, unique and a meaningful name. Variable names are case sensitive and always written in lowercase. The variable name should begin with a letter or an underscore character followed by sequence of letters or digits. The important note which you have to remember as a keyword, or you have to make it in mind, that variables is allocated a memory either at the time of its definition or after its definition. So as a programmer, when you are going to assign a variable in your program, you can allocate the memory at the time of its definition and even after its definition. You can define multiple variables of the same data type in a single line. Example is given that if you have a data type of integer type and you have three variables A, B and C, you can assign the values at the same time. This is at the defining at the definition. Defining the definition of definition, you can assign, and if you have not assigned the values, you can assign after defining the variable also. Data types in C++. In C++, data types are used to specify the type of data stored in the variables. The data types in C++ are stored in the memory. The memory space is allocated at the time, either at the time of its definition or after its definition. Now, types of various data types. There are basically two types of data types: intrinsic or built-in data types, and the other one is the user-defined data types. So here in this picture, you can see that the C++ have two data types, as I told you. It's intrinsic or built-in or user-defined data types. In built-in data types, you have char, int, float, unsigned char, unsigned int, long int, short int, double, long double, bool, etc. And in user-defined, you have structure, enumerator, union, class, which you're going to study later in this tutorial. Next, now the storage requirements for built-in data types. So built-in data types are intrinsic data types. So here you have a data type as in table. In a picture I have shown in a table. This table has been, it's there available in the net, you can see, and even in different books also. So data types, number of bytes used, minimum value and the maximum value. So there are basically three data types which are mostly used are char, int and float. So the bytes, number of bytes used for char is 1, for int it is 4, for float it is again 4, and you have the minimum and maximum values also, it ranges. Then for boolean, you have the number of bytes used is 1. For short int, you have number of bytes used is 2. For long int, you have number of bytes used are 4, and so on. It's given in the table. The unsigned int data type can be abbreviated to unsigned. The char variables are used to store the character values. The signed data types can store negative numbers. C++ has a bool data type also. The variables of bool data types can accept only two values, that are true or false. These values are known as boolean values. A variable having boolean data type can store either 0 or 1. Make a note or somewhere, or just keep it in mind that if you try to store any other value in a boolean data type variable, the compiler will store that value as 1, because it is truly said that it can store only the values as 0, either as 0 or 1. So if you try to store any other value than this, then the compiler will store it as 1. Now coming to the user defined data type definition, as the name suggests, user defined data type. User defined data types means the data types which are defined by the programmer or by you. As shown in the table, we have a data type definition, then data type, memory definition, size measured in bytes, and value assigned. So char A comma B. So data type is of character type, and memory definition is 1, and the size, that is char value, is 1. Similarly, char A equals to, that the value is stored in the quotes, is B. So data type is char, memory definition is A, size measured in bytes is 1, and the value assigned is B, and that's given in the table, you can see. And similarly for float it is given. So these are the things which, just for the understanding purpose, you will go through this, you can understand. Now the char data type is used to store an element that is of 1 byte in size. If you want to store more than one character, you need to declare the character string. So it's given char name. I have declared char name as, and then in the quotes I have given an array of 25. So now this code gives the above code